Very much for that run, Dan Ray. That made me ecstatic. We have a lot of donations, so I'm just going to start plowing through them. We have $150 from Perun, which says, always glad to donate to good causes. Help some people and save the animals. And we're going to run some quick Twitch ads. We will be right back.
It was more important. I was going to say, I didn't hear you. Yeah. Oh, it was like, I think it was like 4 or 5 days. I would check back like the next day. Like, oh, like, yeah, they were all 4, like, yeah, we're on 6. Like, I've never even seen, at least the GDQs, I've never found any of the newer ones. They different. Yeah, I see the SNES ones. Yeah. Yeah, I know the SNES. I haven't seen some of them. Those ones are actually They did 1 through 10, 12, 1 through 10, 10 to 12, and 13.
It wasn't already clear. That's hard boiled concentrate. I was waiting for the eggs Benedict.
We got the very end of it. That was like
I saw the end of Bioshock. Yeah. No, I need to go watch this run. You need to go watch it.
Basically, so like there's part of the game where you get the piece right, hopefully he gets the key, plugs it down, the full screen turns blue. It's turning up the ice.
Oh no!
Is that a
Windows 10?
And then
Windows 10,
like the tech guy freaking. What? You know, so the guy's like, you guys realize go back to the game.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh my goodness.
I think one of my favorite trolls to me is Super Mario Sunshine, where he's doing that one bonus level and Cody just flies over and star off the
Now we get to do more of
I did enjoy Ronsko getting trolled by some controller yesterday.
that. Was
Oh man, that was where the DS
pretty
without the
amazing.
power.
How many of you guys got to see that run, by the way? Symphony of the Night.
Did you see the Castlevania one?
Okay,
You need to watch that. Both of Rob's guys run.
Yeah. It's Symphony of the Night.
Better
Better
Rosita. Yeah.
Gosh, yeah. And the ending was pretty.
And it was like we're just like all in our seat, just like come on, you can
Oh
do
my
it.
goodness,
my
yeah.
butt was so clenched.
Yeah. I don't think I've been that tense since the DK run.
Oh no, like, I could feel my heart pounding through my chest at the end of that.
You're right, like everybody was just like,
Oh yeah, because we flipped out when he flipped out when he
Yeah, both those runs were great.
They were amazing. Yeah, both of them. Rob's got the two Castlevania.
And that one just had like a really epic year. It was just like, good run. I wasn't sure too. I was like, oh, are they just going to do it until we run out of time or something? Or
Yeah, like a smart
literally clear the whole
Yeah,
thing.
we beat the whole thing. Yeah. That's great. That was really cool.
If you're just tuning in, we're Summer Games Done Quick 2016. Coming up next, we have Sonic Colors DS Any Percent, run by Diamond.
So much to it. Like we were talking last night about like not just keeping like memorization, it's also like some backups, right? It's like
If I need to, points that I can do the setup again.
I know it's like you think you're here, but you're over here.
Oh yeah, there were a few moments where he was like,
We have a $10 donation from Anonymous, which says, I've watched 9 GDQs before this one, and now I'm finally physically in the same room as the runners. I can finally say I'm an attendee.
yeah, at that point he was just like, nothing is real anymore. I don't know what's real.
you could tell like he was having a bit of like a moment there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, there was one point where
I'm not sure what was more. The controller was
We have $25 from the Lemon Fairy, which says, I wanted to donate to an awesome runny egg speedrun. I was also trying to think of a good pun, but I didn't want to egg you on. We have $20 from Anonymous, which says, this ultimate Doom run needs more attention. Come on, everyone. Save the lives. Kill those demons. We have $20 from PS Garrick, which says, what do you call a group of medical professionals that have misplaced DVDs of their favorite messy reality series? Doctors without hoarders. We have $15 from Vaney, which says, greetings from Germany. As today is my birthday, I'll donate another $15 if someone wishes me a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Vaney. We have $10 from Anonymous, which says, first-time donator here. I've been watching GDQ since last year. Thanks to extra credits for making a video that made me realize this event was a thing. We have $5 from Anonymous, which says, always excited about SGDQ. Watch a little before work, after work, maybe a little during. Can't wait till Super Metroid, even though that'll mean that it's almost over. I guess we could save those animals this time. Deer Force, hype! We have $25 from, and I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly, Cartrin, which says, you can never go wrong with more Doom. Also, I'll donate another $25 if the announcer can say my name correctly. Hopefully I didn't do too badly. We have $20 from Chris Azy, which says $25,000 for Ultimate Doom. Well, here's my support. Actually, speaking of donation incentives, we have one that's coming up for the run after this one, Sonic Riders. You get to choose the story that is played through. Right now, Babylon's story is ahead by about $400. So if you want to see Hero's story instead, get your donations in for that before it's too late. We have $25 from the Sorcerer Fox, which says, if Steam sale wasn't last week, I'd have more to donate. Either way, all this goes towards Dragon Glitches on Thursday, because who doesn't want to see a giant flying lizards acting dumb? We have $10 from Sam the Man, which says, what do you call doctors that fight for a good cause and drive sports cars? Doctors without 4 doors. Loving this GDQ. Third time watching, first time donating. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, that's the time. That's why it's a great troll.
We have $5 from Compy, which says, "Yo, been a while since I last donated to GDQ. Glad to be doing it finally. I know this is a marathon and all, but did any of you have breakfast? Because watching Runny Egg is making me hungry for eggs for some reason." I feel you there. We have $5 from Pamity, which says, "My boyfriend of 10 years was surprised to find me watching my first GDQ last year. Games have always been a part of his life and are now very important in mine. Thank you so much, Etchewell." Here's another $5 for Doom. We have $5 from Anonymous, which says, "Hello, SGDQ. Long time watching, first time donating. Great games as usual. Was hoping for Zelda Minish Cap, but maybe next AGDQ. P.S. Save the animals, kill the frames." We have $25 from Foximus Prime 19, which says, "What do you get when you show someone where you tie your boat at a good beach? Dock tours without poor shores." We have $101.01 from Tef with no comment. We have $10 from Soul Silver, which says, "Adding another $10 to put towards Ultimate Doom Run and matching my pal suite. Remember to reach out to the truth, buddy." We have $5 from Anthe Bear, which says, "Second time donating this year, and I don't regret it. I'll donate another $10 if the announcer doesn't call me Athena. Hype!" We have $25 from Pan Curry Jail, which says, "I love chili dogs."
Thank you, random chili dog lover.
We have 554 from Mundy, which says, "Greetings from Japan. GDQ, thanks for encouraging us all to embrace our inner geekdom, and to the people like Alice that you inspire." We have $10 from Emil156, which says, "Greetings from Norway. Always great to relax and watch SGDQ. Shout out to runners, staff, and the
Why is it
announcer.
not working?
Keep up
Damn
the
it.
great work."
Why is software? Oh, whatever. Okay. Okay.
You're live? Word.
Scheiße. Let's go. Okay. This is Sonic. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Woo! Woo! All right, so this is Sonic Colors DS, pretty much the third game in the Rush series. Okay, and I start out by jump dashing a few times to gain what's similar to like Advanced 2's boost mode, kinda. It's just, yeah, and this game uses there's a lot of spin dash momentum in it, even though there's a lot of boost. But yeah, in this first stage, we don't have that boost, so we mostly have to rely on that kind of spin dashing and jumping down loops to save time. Oh, I got that trick. That's a cool trick. Sometimes I'll homing attack that guy, which is slow, but I didn't. I have to hit this rail at a specific time. Didn't get it, but I at least got the semi-okay. I got the okay version of that trick.
Yeah, he doesn't get a boost until the next stage with Tropical Resort Act 2.
Yeah.
That right there was a shortcut where you're supposed to travel to the right side of that screen and then go down and to the left, but you can just jump off the rail and hit a spring instead.
Yeah, homing attack enemies is generally really slow. You go up there and you stand there, and you can't actually input anything else for a while. It takes a bit of time before you can input again. This is a pretty good time. You can read donations if you want.
Okay, we got $10 from Lydia, which says, second donation of the run. Super excited to see Fallout 4 get destroyed later this week. Also, Doom.
Actually, if you get all those rings in that area, you actually get an extra life, but that's slow.
Yeah, you also want to avoid getting 50 rings.
Yeah.
Getting 50 rings will just let you, it'll pop up an option to go to the special stage, which is slow.
Yeah, you don't want that.
You don't want to get the Chaos Emeralds because it requires a minigame.
And those are also really bad special stage. They're really slow special stage. Okay, so now we have Boost. Boost is fast. You'll be boosting a majority of the rest of the game.
In a sense, it works kind of similarly to the Rush's boost. There's a few key differences, though.
Yeah,
I didn't get that.
For Rush, boosting, you can't boost in midair, but Colors you can. That also applies to Sonic Rush Adventure. So.
Yeah, it's just, yeah, I don't know.
Go ahead.
Sorry. No, never. I don't know why they did that, but whatever. Okay, so there's an important jump here. Let's see if I... at least I didn't fall down. That's the worst possible.
Yeah, in that area, you can kind of just jump all the way across. So boosting in the air is really broken in this game because you can jump from a boost, initiate another boost, which resets your vertical velocity, and then do another air dash out of that, which again resets your vertical velocity.
That was pretty meta level, but whatever.
Also, in the Rush series, you're able to build up your boost gauge pretty quickly by doing tricks. This works differently in Colors DS, where you can't trick anymore in the game. Instead, you gain boost by killing enemies and unlocking wisps, similarly to the Wii version of this game. Which, by the way, the Wii and the DS versions are very different, if you can't tell already. They are completely different games and should not be considered the same game.
Okay, so this boss is bizarre. His hitbox is very weird. Like you can, if you hit him, if you boost the frame you get down from a stomp, which you can do in this game, you actually die. Often you will run into him and die immediately. Also, you can, like, if you boost left, if you hold right while you're spin dashing into him, you actually get hit twice. And here's a double hit because his hitbox is... Yeah, it's just generally just, I don't know why they did that. And you can go right through him, too. That's fun. You have a highlight of just going right through him and being just like, what the heck just happened? All right, so, yeah, we finally get to... Now we're finally going to get the first wisp. Burst, one of the 2 wisps exclusive to the DS version. Shoutouts to a hand plan for lending me his stylus.
So now he just unlocked Burst, which is available in Tropical Resort and in this zone.
Yep.
But it wasn't available in Tropical Resort, which would have been nice for a few shortcuts.
Yeah, it saves a few seconds.
Mm-hmm. So the gimmick in this stage is kind of, there's a bunch of jelly areas where you can kind of bounce on them and gain a lot of height.
Got that. Good.
Also a lot of candy walls you can boost through.
Yeah, I got that trick. That trick is stressful. I would have reset if I had gone because I really want to get that.
There's a boost. There's a burst whip he's gonna want to get at the end of this section right here, right there. This will allow him to plow through those brick walls right there. So what burst does is you can the longer you charge it, the bigger the jump you'll get from it, and it also blows up everything on the screen.
But it's slow, so you only in a lot of cases you only want to get it when you need it. Also, yeah, you keep burst. Actually, you actually keep burst in that since you have to get that jump over the loop.
And that right there is an example of being able to cross a really long distance by abusing the air boosted mechanics in this game.
Yeah, air boosting is pretty broken for this game.
Yeah, and I love it. It's great. Okay, at least that was okay, I guess. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, there's not really. Oh yeah, you just have to mash B, and actually there's a few things. You don't want red rings. Red rings are your enemy in this run because they're slow.
The red rings are kind of a collectible in this game. There's 5 hidden red rings in each stage. I forgot what exactly they unlock.
They unlock a music and illustrations and other things.
Okay, so basically useless for all intents and purposes.
Oh yeah, unless 100%, which is a bad category. Whatever. Okay, so yeah, this is also. I boost immediately. I blissp immediately there to get over that. So to get the most distance out of that.
So there's a few hot air balloons you can take, and something creative about this game is if you take a hot air balloon, it descends, but if you enter them while having bursts, equipped, you kind of light it on fire and you ascend instead.
Yeah.
But you want to skip them because they're slow.
Yeah, they're very slow. That jump over there with between the bombs is not safe, but I have it pretty consistent, so I go for it. There's an annoying jump here. I hope I get it. Damn, almost had it. Might be. But yeah, that jump saves a few seconds because you get on top of that flat platform up there. It's good. It's annoying though. Like it's pretty precise.
Also, something that's in this game that's not in the Rush series. Go ahead.
Just let them read donations for
go.
this.
Sure.
We have a $20 donation from Pidge, which says, Diamond, I'm disappointed you aren't entered as Diamond 44444444. But it's okay. I'm still going to watch your run. Couldn't resist watching my friend go fast in the game about going fast. Good luck, buddy.
Thanks, Pidge. Really appreciate it. That's actually a really good score. That's around like my old PB score before, like a few days ago. Also, yeah, a few days ago, I got a really good run of this category that I'm actually very proud of. It was like a 30-13. It had very few mistakes, so I'm very proud of that run. Also, this boss is simple, very simple boss. I move him over here so that I don't accidentally hit the guys in the other direction, though. That's something. There's actually a trick to this boss that's annoying. You can get like essentially a double burst. You can get double burst damage on him, but it's really precise, and I don't know exactly how it works either. So it's just there.
Yeah, that strat is kind of really hard to get.
Yeah, it's not consistent at all. I don't know even. It's possible to get sub 15 on that boss. Don't know how to do it though. I have like a 15-15 or something like that. Okay, second. This is actually somewhat hard. Got it. Okay, good.
Nice.
Sometimes I miss that. Okay. Starlight Carnival. One of my more favorite zones. I don't know if that's grammatically correct, but whatever. Okay, so this is where rails get insane. They're really fast.
Extremely fast.
Yeah. So you have to. So actually, there's an optimal amount to mash for those cannons. It's like I don't remember the first one, but the second one's coming up. It's actually just interesting how they actually program that. Like it actually does different things. I commend you, Dimps.
So he just unlocked the Rocket Wisp, which, as you can tell, pretty much
11.
shoots you up a really high distance.
Yeah, Rocket is cool. But yeah, that cannon was 11 times. If you hit him optimal 11 times, you get a specific amount. You get the most optimal. You can go on and up the Rocket Wisp now. There's not really much the rest in the stage, other than the end.
Hey, we have a $10 donation from Draco Dan, which says, had to donate for my boy Diamond kicking off the Sonic block. Good, go fast, Diamond. Show him what's up.
Thanks, Draco. Okay, so that was, yeah. Okay, so that's, yeah, this is, There's like just a lot of rail stuff. It gets even. Yeah, you can make this in one rocket. The game wants you to do it in two, but you can do it in one. 119, pretty good. There's actually a laser-only skip, but you don't have laser at this point, so you can't take advantage of it. It saves a few, like 8 seconds or something. It saves a lot of more like 9. Well, actually, there are multiple laser skips, but it just adds up to quite a bit of time. Okay, this is my favorite level in the game because it's the one I'm actually the best at.
Yeah, he's got an auto-scroller skip at the end of the stage, and it's really cool to watch.
Yeah. I didn't get the fast strat there. Well, I kind of, yeah, you can go right past that and not bonk on that top. I almost didn't make that. But yeah, actually it's most optimal to stay on the rails for as long as you can. Okay, so yeah, that was a bit interesting. That's okay. Like, yeah, I went a bit too high, so that's kind of slow, but that's okay. There's a specific point where you boost off that. Oh, yeah, here we go. I hope I get this first try. It wastes like 5 seconds every time. Oh, crap. I was slow. That's whatever.
This is the auto scroller he's skipping right now.
Yeah, it's a really slow-moving kind of
And he got it.
Yep.
There we go.
Level was kind of slow overall, but I did get the auto score skip, so that's fine. Okay, so this is pretty much the one of 2 instances of RNG in this luck. It's called luck, excuse me. Luck in this game. There's only one other, but you won't be seeing it in this category because that boss sucks. Okay, so he gave me one of the good patterns. There's a bad pattern that I get that I pretty much have to reset because I can't get a good cycle on him. You don't want to see his final attack because it's really, really slow. There's also a little trick here that saves like about I don't know, it's like I didn't get it, but yeah, you can actually just go right there and get a really quick laser rocket animation. That was kind of a it was. I used to be way better at that boss. I used to be able to get sub 23 consistently. For some reason, I don't know what I'm doing different. Whatever.
Yeah. At least you're not dealing with Sonic Rush bosses.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
God.
you're right. These bosses are way shorter. These bosses are they take way less to much. They're way better than the Rush bosses. Those are interesting bosses. These are definitely the shortest in the whole Rush series. Like there's only one boss there are only 2 bosses that are over a minute. One of them you won't be seeing because it sucks and it's in 100%.
So you just unlocked the Drill Wisp, which allows you to drill around in soil and also water. And you'll be seeing a lot of that in this zone.
There's a lot of type movement with
Yeah,
the drill.
yeah, this is hard. It's definitely, if I don't bonk it at all, like I'm actually going to be good.
Like that's a lot harder to do than it looks, because if you hit anything with the drill, you kind of bounce off of it and are forced into a really wide 90-degree turn, and it's really easy to lose all control of yourself.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the harder levels in the game to get a really good time on. Shoutouts to 49 Infinity for making videos of all the levels in this game. Like, he is godsend. Thank you so much. I don't know if you're watching this because he's a Japanese guy. I don't know if he knows that this is going on, but he commented on one of Kirby's IL videos, so he's obviously still out there. How did he find you, dude?
I don't know. Your 49 Infinity also does a lot of ILs for the Rush series in general.
Yeah, like
he
he
has
does.
really good times.
He's really good at those games. I just wish I could have talked to him, but he doesn't do stuff anymore for the games. There's an IL strat for there to get that faster, but I don't go for it because I don't exactly have the muscle memory yet. I only started doing it recently. Just for reference, I have like a 124 4 or 5x on this level, 122. It's 49 Infinity has like a 122.21 or something. That's a really good time. Also 126.
That was really smooth.
That was really good.
Yeah, pretty good. I will take that. Bonked a few times, but that's okay. That's to be expected. Also, yeah, there are a few instances where I avoid red rings. Well, that'll come later. But yeah, okay, so there's more Act 2. There's actually a really like narrow passage in this level. Yeah, that's whatever. There's a really narrow passage in this level, like coming up. Also, yeah, that
Wow.
movement, yeah,
That was really good.
That's hard. There's actually a really precise pixel where you can actually kill that enemy and still go right through him and still make it. But that is really annoying to get. Yeah, this is back to jumping down basic movement, jumping down loops to get speed. But that was good. That was good. Did not bonk. You can get trapped on the outside, and it's bad.
To note, if you run out of your drill meter while underground, you die.
Yep, you're just dead. So, but that should never happen, honestly.
Yeah, the meter goes down pretty slowly.
Yeah. Okay, so you can be donations here, I guess.
Okay, we have $75 from Michael Schmidt, which says, I will donate an extra $75 if everyone in the audience will yell Pingas in Dr. Robotnik's voice at the same time on the count of 3.
Oh my god.
1, 2, 3. Pingas!
That was a good time.
All right, good luck on the
113.
boss.
Yeah, okay, here we go. There's a silly IL strat for this boss that I got at my PB because I'm stupid and I go for it. It's not that hard. Like the old strat by Valkyr, shoutouts to Valkyr, that was really stupid. Yeah, I don't know if that's, I hope that's, damn it, whatever. Oh, I could have gone, whatever, okay. But yeah, that's really slow, but I don't care. Whatever. But yeah, there's a really silly IL strat for that boss. And you can beat this boss in 9 seconds. He can't even do anything about it. He's just dead. But that's annoying as hell, so I don't do it. Well, I do it, but I'm just bad.
Aquarium Park hype.
Yeah, this is a good stage, but this Aquarium Park 1 is one of the hardest levels in the game by far for speedruns. Yeah, okay. That's a pretty fast wisp.
You just unlocked the laser wisp, which works similarly to the Wii version, where you can aim diagonally up to down in the 2D plane.
Yeah, it's actually really precise. There's some precise laser stuff. Wait. Nice, got that.
That jumps a lot harder than it looks.
Yeah, you can definitely. That's fine. There's actually that is also a precise jump. There are a lot of. Damn, went too early there. There's a really precise where you can just save the most time. Yeah, like if you see me screwing up a lot, it's because this level's hard. I have a 111 on this level. That is an incredibly good time. The old record by 49 Infinity was like a 122.20 something. 122.20 something, and that is still a good time. There is no only note that nobody runs this game, admittedly, but it's fine. But that is still nobody else has that kind of time. It's just me and 49 Infinity. That is unfortunate, but it's fine. I have a backup. Been really cool to get a good time on this level in a marathon, but that's okay.
It's a tough level, so.
Yeah, this level's really tough. Like, I have an IL of this level. It's not my one. It was pretty much the first. I got it on stream, which was because I don't normally grind ILs on stream, but I got it like a first try. I got a 111.98, which is pretty good. Also, yeah, that was good. There was a silver lining to that. I did not get the text from the like the asking special stage, so that's good.
Saves about 3 or 5 seconds.
No, it's like 1 to 2, but it's
Okay.
fine. But it's like a recompense. It's fine. Also, I didn't get 2 red rings from the first level, so I'm not gonna get
Ooh,
another.
nice.
Yeah.
That angle is really tight.
There's actually a really, really tight IL angle that saves like half a second, but it's not worth it because I don't feel like implementing it. It's also only half a second, but half a second adds up. Why did I do that? There's a stomp you can do there to completely skip all those consistently, but it's risky because I don't want to miss the laser. Yeah, you can there's a lot of slope, like getting momentum with slopes and getting height with that. Pretty good. Oh, you can read the donation now.
Okay, we got $88 from Sonic Hedgehog, which says, gotta go fast. And $20 from Cosmundus, which says, loving the SGDQ as always.
111.
Good luck to all the runners and an added hype.
But yeah, that was good. That was good. That was a 111. That's really solid. Shouts to Remy. 111.
I guess we should explain this right here.
Yeah, this boss is silly. There's a 3-second time saver that can happen if I get a double hit on him when he falls. But it's so dumb, and I've only gotten it once in a run. I've gotten the Drillinator quick kill more than I've gotten this in a run. So it's dumb.
Yeah, this fight's kind of dumb.
Yeah, there's like, dude, I got it.
Whoa!
Woo! Got it. But I lost all the time I got anyway because I hit the guys. Yeah.
It still looks awesome. Who cares?
Yeah, because that actually makes him. Not only do I get one hit, not only do I get one hit on him. Not only does it only take one hit to kill him after that, but he actually goes up faster. If I had, that was a silly angle laser, but it's cool. I got that on stream, so that's cool. At least I got that. Okay, so final world, Asteroid Coaster. This is probably the hardest world in the game.
Very tricky stuff.
Yeah. Ugh. There are a few IL strats I don't do in Asteroid Coaster 1 because they're stupid. They save only like a second or so, and they have a decently high chance of screwing up, and me dying or wasting like 5 seconds, which is not worth it. And they're blind laser shots. So yeah, I don't do them.
Alright, so he just unlocked the Void Wisp, which is the other of the 2 wisps that are in this game, but not in the Wii version.
Yeah. You basically kill everything.
It's kind of similar to Frenzy in the sense that you suck everything up and you grow bigger the more and more things you suck. And you actually move faster the bigger you are.
This is something interesting about Void. If you actually tap the direction you're moving while you're transforming, you actually go faster, which is actually found by Math Freak. Pretty much the second best current person at this game. Didn't get the, you can actually go through that with that trick. It saves a few seconds because you don't have to get the Void up here.
He's gonna go for a skip coming up here.
I am. Yeah,
he's skipping several crystals.
Oh yeah, I skipped crystals. Yeah, it's just basically a precise laser shot. You can actually, there's a IL strat for that. You go down near the lava, and you go down near lava and you fire a precise laser shot right at that. But I don't do that because I've died way too much doing that.
That's not something you'd go for in a real-time run.
You wouldn't do that either, right?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, just making sure.
Oh yeah, wall jumping's in this game, unlike the Rush series, I think. I don't think it's really wall jumping nor stomping.
Yeah, wall jumping and stomping doesn't exist in the first game and Sonic Rush Adventure.
Got it. I used to do. There's a blind laser shot you can do from the top there, but it's not safe at all, and it's silly. I don't do that either.
He basically just skipped an entire roller coaster ride.
Yep. But that's developer intended, unlike the ones that are coming up.
Yeah, I recommend keeping your eyes peeled for the very start of this next level.
Yeah.
Roller coasters are kind of auto-scrollers, and he's only going to ride like a half a roller coaster.
I'm going to ride one. I'm going to ride one roller coaster.
And only for like half of it, too.
It's more like 3/4, but yeah, you got a point. Yeah. This level is extremely interesting.
Nice.
Nice.
So you just skipped the roller coaster there.
It doesn't. It's not. That wasn't the fastest skip because I didn't get. But it's safer. Because sometimes I actually just void just lasts for longer in this section because it's silly. Okay, so yeah, this is one of the. This is the big skip level, other than Starlight Carnival. Oh God, that's
My God,
scary.
Oh, dude.
That is so scary.
And now you just skipped another roller coaster.
Yep, using this. That was also a really good void absorption. The closer you are when you activate void to the things, the better it is, the faster it goes.
So similarly to how drill works, whenever you try to turn with void, you tend to make really wide turns. So making really sharp turns quickly with void can be really difficult.
Yeah, it's also that thing up there with back with the last void section. Oh, never mind. I pause buffer this because I don't want to die. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh,
Whatever.
Oh well.
Whatever. It's that trick's kind of silly. This trick's it skips another roller coaster. Sometimes I fail it. There, got it.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, at least I got a second try. I do not do that one unbuffered because I've died way too many times doing it with buffer.
Hey, there's another roller coaster. Bye.
Yep. they're just all gone. You don't have to do them. Okay, so there's an kind of important skip coming up here. I hope I have a good cycle for it. No, that is unfortunate. Oh, that is bad. Yeah, I might see. Basically, you can actually go right. You can actually go just right through those with one void, but it's fine. You can read donations now, by the way. Like, read a few.
We got $5 from Goron Hugs, which says, "Hey Diamond, good luck with the run. I hug you all individually. Blast Z, Lanker Z, goes to runner's choice."
Oh, that's a good one. Thanks, Goron. You can read more, by the way.
We have $50 from Angie Doodle, which says, "Been waiting for GDQ since last year, and the runs keep getting better. Good luck to all the Sonic game runners today. Fly high." $45 to Heroes Story and in Riders, and $5 to Save the Animals, which Heroes Story is behind by about $300 right now. Save the Animals is ahead by about $4,500. So if you want to see one of those, get your donations in.
Okay, so this boss. This boss is actually, I figured this boss out myself. So you actually want to avoid the rings here. So you have to jump at like 3-second intervals. Yeah, 3 seconds, every 3 seconds. Because you want to become big void as fast as possible. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, that's good. That's good. Because the cycles actually screw you up if you die to that boss or have to reset. So you actually have to exit out. I hate you. Why did that have to happen? That happened. That's so stupid. Whatever. Okay, so yeah, that was silly. There. Wow, that wasn't so hard, was it? Oh, that's some. Okay, that should be fine, I think. That's slow, but it's okay. You can read a few donations now. Like, this takes a while.
Okay, we have $50 from Basser100, which says,
24.
"Shoutouts to
Not
Might
bad.
Be Lumi. Much love for you, Lumi."
I love that you actually eat the boss.
Yeah, it's funny.
We have $50 from Balerian Blue Beast, which says, "Balerian the Blue Dread loves Sonic."
Okay, so here we go. Okay, there's a middle menuing skip. You can do that instead of this. Okay, so here's terminal velocity. So it's very different. It's top down. So you actually gain speed from instead you're boosting and you run all across the panel. You actually gain speed from just plain boost state. So that's cool. You actually want to keep that as long as possible. So you just want to keep as much boost as possible. This actually, yeah, this is actually good because because you wouldn't make it normally if you didn't grab that boost. So it's definitely better to grab it. good. Good time.
And here's the last boss.
Okay, you can start reading donations now because this boss is silly. It's blah.
Yeah, it's a pushover.
It really is.
We got $20 from Lightning Venus that says, I've watched GDQ since the beginning and always look forward to the Sonic the Hedgehog block and always donate. Sadly, this year I'm working and won't be able to watch it, but I still wanted to donate during my favorite block. Thank you to all for supporting a great cause. Remember, speedrunners, gotta go fast. And we have $100 from Dr. Jack, which says, first time watching a GDQ live. Have to donate during the series which got me into video gaming in the first place, Sonic the Hedgehog. Love the cause, love the games, and of course, love the animals.
Okay, so one more thing. You actually, it's optimal. You need enough boosts to go get through the first 2 phases of this fight when you leave the actual level. Yeah, so yeah, this boss is really easy. There's only one actual thing I need, other than that I need to explain. And it's coming up in a bit. By the way, don't time it when I kill. Don't time it at the final hit. Time it after the results screen. After the results screen disappears and the sound ends. All right, so basically, the game says you can only mash Y at this. You actually have to mash. But you can actually mash all 4 buttons. For some reason. I don't know why, but you can. But I suck at mashing, so it's okay.
Well, there you go.
Oh, sub 130. Nice. I'll take that. There. Okay, ready on time. Time. $31. Good. I'll take that.
Good time.
Yeah, 31 is what I've been getting, so I wanted that. So, and even after all the tests, I still got a 31. Not bad.
Right.
Shout outs to the guest who wasn't able to make it. That's why we have a Meta Knight picture on the couch.
Yep.
Yeah. Sonic Rush.
Rush Adventure.
Yeah, Rush Adventure, any % world record holder right now.
Yep. Shout outs to all my friends. You guys know who you are. Including the Aaron Toad 99. Well, thanks. Yeah, I hope that maybe next year we can have more Rush games. Maybe that would be cool because I know N-Man still has Rush.
It's on my mind.
Yeah,
Yes.
this guy here runs Rush and Rush Adventure. I think you run Rush Adventure.
No, I don't rush.
All right.
I don't do Rush Adventure.
Well, we'll kidnap the guest at some point next year.
Yeah, he's hoping to go, so that's cool. So we can maybe have it's gonna be cool. So yeah, I mean, this song's good, but I don't know if you.
We're done.
Yeah, we're done.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Diamond, for the awesome Sonic Colors run. Next up, we got Sonic Riders by Celestix, which is actually a bid war between Babylon Story and Hero Story. Last I checked, Hero was behind by close to $400. So if you want to see Hero Story, get your donations in now before it's too late. Speaking of donation incentives, we got quite a few other ones coming up pretty quick. We have Singing Part of Your World for Disney's The Little Mermaid, any percent. Right now that's at just under $1,500 of $5,000. And there's a bonus run incentive for Ultimate Doom, which is coming up. That's at 2,456 out of 25,000. So if you want to see those, get your donations in for them. We have a $30 donation from Tails Channel, which says, "You guys are great. Gotta go fast." We have a $10 donation from Taka Taka Mutaka, which says, "Question for announcer. Do you prefer pizzas or tacos?" Pizzas. Why is that even a question? We have a $20 donation for Ray Ray Narwhal, which says, First time watching live, SGDQ doesn't help my insomnia, but it sure is fun as hell to watch. Thanks for giving me an opportunity to donate to a great cause. Save the animals. We have a $10 donation from Saturnology, which says, wish I could have been there to see the Burning Rangers run, but still excited for the Sonic block. Hope to see more Sega Saturn speedruns in future marathons, and good luck to all the runners. And if you guys are just tuning in, we are Summer Games Done Quick 2016. We are a charity donation marathon sponsoring Médecins Sans Frontières, and we are sponsored by Twitch. We have a $15 donation from Parhalar, which says, shoutouts to the Doctors Without Borders lady collecting donations outside my office. This one's for you. P.S. We'll donate another 15 if you try and pronounce my name, and 50 if you manage to do it correctly. Hopefully I wasn't too far off. We have $20 from Peachy57, which says, hey y'all, I've been awake for a good 30 plus hours now, and I'm sure that if I even so much as blink, I'm going to fall asleep. But it's 100% worth seeing all the amazing runs and commentators so far. Here's to an amazing week. I'm so proud of everyone here. Thank you. We have $100 from Anonymous, which says, good luck to all the runners. Awesome event so far. And we have $30 from Anonymous, which says, greetings, first time donating. Thanks for doing this awesome run and raising money for a great cause. We have $30 from Spotty Len, which says, Sonic Block is coming, and Sonic is an animal too. Why would you want to kill them? Let's save the animals. We have a $10 donation from Gary, which says, okay, I'm going to try and hit all the cliches at once here. Shoutouts, runner's choice and announcer's choice. Kill the animals, save the animals. Long-time viewer, first-time donating. Good luck to all the runners. I'll give another $10 if this is read out. Hype! That was 9 cliches. We have a $50 donation from Orange Kyle, which says, what do you call a bunch of medical professionals who can't find a good place to destroy the ring? Doctors without Mordor. We have a $10 donation from Ike Hornchen, which says, what do you call a group of medical professionals that don't have fire support? Doctors without mortars. We have a $50 donation from Alive Mao 5, which says, good luck to all the runners. Been watching since the GDQs since 2012, and it's great to see how much they grow every year. We have a $25 donation from John Reese, which says, I've been having a great time watching fun games played well. Shout out to my girlfriend, Kala, who's been watching with me all week. Love to her and to all you runners and organizers.